Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the elect. I know I'm pretty much going into the subject once again, but what's interesting is the spirit of the people all throughout the nation, even its citizens, are starting to voice their dislike for America. They're not wanting that. They don't need America. America is something that's a problem. And you're seeing it more and more and more throughout these comments. When you go under the tariffs and you go under the battle between the tariff war between America and China, majority of the comments are citing, all of the comments for that matter, all of them are siding with China. People from all over the world chiming in, giving their 2 cents, and it's all going up against America because America's has been that bully. And you hear that a lot in these comments, that America's only can bully the weak, and, she's no longer the head, So this is a pretty much, China pretty much already killed is killing the American dollar. And, and what's getting ready to happen is America's getting ready to do something real crazy and devious. If you know anything about the beast, she's finna go into her playbook, and she's finna pull out some real crazy shit and get this thing cracking. She's not going to lay down and let these other countries just slide on by and leave her hanging. She's going to disrupt something, mainly it's going to fuck with the average American people. But America is getting ready to show her horns and let everybody know that she's she's not going out without a fight, And I'm just scrolling through some of the comments and looking at them, and I'm not going to read any, but you can kind of see how these people are, how they view America, they are really, really seeing America as the problem. And it's going to be hard to sew those relationships back up, come back together. You could just see it, man. Everybody is starting to have that spirit, that same echo, that same thing is going all across the world. America is the problem. And I believe Trump came in and did what he was supposed to do, and that was, do what he was ordered to do, and he's doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, this is it, man. I'm so happy. I can't believe it, man. I'm happy as hell. If you are a part of, this truth, and you believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, can't wait for all these things to kick off so we can get the hell up out of here, man. This is a sign. These are the signs that we've been looking for, man. These are the signs, and they are showing right now. And it's all in the scriptures back everything up. The scriptures say all these things were going to take place. These nations were going to turn against the beast, the whore, and they doing it right now. So, and you can see it, man. You can see the sentiment, the feeling of the people, man. America has got a very foul stain on her, and everybody in the world is starting to recognize that, and they pretty much is saying, fuck America, man. Everybody's pretty much kicking America to the curb. That's all around the world. So everybody is like, hey, because pretty much America has served her purpose of what she was built and what she was made to do. And that was to build her infrastructure, make these people rich, and do whatever she was, and, that's all she was planning on doing. And now it's time for her to be destroyed, man. And before that happened, she's going to go through all kind of crazy shit, the Arabite Egypt, the martial law, and so on and so forth, the famine. It's going to be a lot of crazy shit happen here in America, because once these other nations close their doors to America, hyperinflation, or whatever you want. What they call it. Not hyper. It's something else. Another name. Depression, and so on and so forth. Is going to go at an all-time high. You talking about death? It's going to be a ring around the world like you never seen before, especially here in America, man. So all these countries are starting to, stand and come together, man, and they starting to see that hey, America is the problem, and you can see that. All these countries are leaving America. They see if your average citizens of the world sees that, don't think that the leaders of their country doesn't see that, and they're going to agree with their they're going to come to agreements with the ones that align better with their ideas and their security and their beliefs. And China, Russia, Iran, and so on and so forth are the countries that are more appealing to these other countries that used to be lined up with America. So this is coming to a dead end for you so-called, for you patriots, this is it, man. This thing is over. We can't wait until, this is lovely, man. This is real lovely. It's too bad. This thing is this this motherfucker said some shit in Chinese. He must be cussing him out. But yeah, we here, man. We here, So the U.S. doesn't command the world anymore. Wow, this is lovely. I love it, man. Hey. But like I say, America, he don't get Esau twisted. Nah, he ain't done just because he's losing the what they call that the image. He's losing that image as trust me, he's gonna throw some more shit in there. Esau ain't done. So brace yourself for some crazy shit from this motherfucker. But let's get to some scripts. Let's get to the scripts, man. This is a lovely thing, man. Looking forward to it, Wait, no, damn. What the hell? Yeah, this is lovely, man. This is Matthew 24. I'm going to start at 3, and it reads, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? Let me go up. I'm going to start at 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount Olives, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the signs of thy coming, and of the end of the world? That's right. And that's what we're, we seeing the signs and all the shit that's happening right now. We see it, with America, how she's been pretty much kicked to the curb. And, you see the war and rumors of war. A tariff is a war. It's a tariff that's a form of war. That's a tariff war. So we seeing these things shaping up, and then pretty soon it's going to become a physical war with, bombs, guns, and boots on the ground, so on and so forth is going to take place. So this thing is starting to kick on really heavy. America is pretty much, going to be left out there by herself. And she's, hey, she can only blame her, hey, this is all the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that did it. But ultimately, this place is meant to burn. But, like I say, this is it, man. This place is over. And it said, and Yahushua answered and said, unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars, and see that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass. That's right. Everything that's happening must happen. It's got to happen. It's the terribleness, the all the things that's getting ready to happen in in the in the up and coming future. And it says, all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow. That's right. So we're seeing the beginning of sorrow, especially here in Babylon the Great. A lot of Americans doesn't see that things are going to get turned for the very worst. Right now, they're complaining, they're making noise, but they ain't seeing shit yet. It's going to get to a point where, it's going to get desperate. You know what I'm saying? Desperation is going to kick in. And, like it says, women are going to have it the worst pretty much, because especially these women with 4 or 5 kids, the government program probably going to be abolished, and, so on and so forth. The food is going to be so high, whatever little money you do get from the government is not going to be enough to carry you through, one check to the next. You know what I'm saying? Especially those monthly bills or whatever, monthly food stamps you get. It's going to get out of control. And that's why, like it says in Isaiah 4:1, 7 women should join up to one man. But, hey, it's going to get crazy, man. It's going to be real crazy. We warning you, so-called blacks, Latinos, and they've been warning you, telling you these things are getting ready to take place. But nobody's listening, man. Everybody thinks it's a joke, man. We're getting ready to go into some serious shit. And now everybody's thinking we're out here just fucking playing games and just making the noise and trying to see who's the most the most righteous Israelite camp, or all this old gimmicks and games, man. All that shit is about to come to an end, and then you're gonna have to get to the real nitty gritty, to the meat of the matter, and then you ain't gonna be ready because you've been playing games, playing hopscotches, I'm not slacking. That's a slip of the tongue, not hopscotch. Been saying we playing hopscotch with this truth. But you've been out here fucking around, coming up against the men of the Lord, talking shit, and you're gonna be the one that's gonna get that, that judgment in them times, man, because you wasn't preparing yourself in those times that preparedness was needed. You was needing to prepare yourself in that time, but you didn't do it. Not calling on the right name, calling on the name that the so-called white man that's put in your brain, got you saying that shit. You know the real name, but you won't say it because you probably paid off. So all these are the beginnings, man. We're at the end of this thing, man, and all this, it's gonna get real shaky, man. And it says, I'm gonna skip down to 10. And it said, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. That's right. And there's going to be a lot of false prophets out now. It's going to be even more back then. Opportunist prophets, you know what I'm saying? Because the people are going to be looking for answers pretty much in those days, man, when it's really terrible out here. And you're going to get these false prophets that's going to, try to play on the minds and the weakness of the people. And it says, because iniquity shall abound, and love of many shall wax cold. But he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. That's right, man. So, we praying and hoping that we do endure this thing, come all the way to the end. What I mean is doing this, it's being faithful, keeping the name of the Lord at the best, and praying to the Lord and trusting that the Lord is going to do everything he said he was going to do, man. Praying that you part of that elect number, man. And if not, you just pray that the Lord, have mercy on your soul. That's all we can do, man. Was, hey, that's all you can do. And do the best of your ability, man. And it says, let me go to, I'm going to go to, oh yeah, and and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is falling, it's falling, that great city because she had made all nations drink of the wine of her wrath, of her fornication. That's right. The philosophies of America, all the shit that America has been around the world spreading, all their philosophy, democracy and so on and so forth. And these countries are mad now, man. They got fed up with America. They don't want nothing to do with her no more because they know she's full of shit. She's a liar. She's a thief. She's a robber. She's a killer. She's all the things that some of these countries don't want to, don't represent. They don't want to. They don't want to go down that path. They see America's always kicking in somebody's door and throwing in some shit and killing up the whole country. That's how America gets down. They say there was some kind of terrorist activity going on or something like that, but at the same time, they're the only one that go around the world terrorizing and shit. When they make some boogeyman up to go in somebody's country and they just demolish it. You know what I'm saying? So. It's time for this motherfucker to go down. And pretty soon these countries are gonna look, they're gonna gear up and they're gonna start shooting their missiles and their shit over here at this place, man, and destroy it, man, off the face of the earth. And we can't wait, man. We can't wait till that day come, man. Till this place is destroyed, man, off the face of the earth, man. Rightfully so, man. Rightfully so, man. Because all the shit she's done on the earth, all the lies and all the bullshit, you can go down a list, man. The death, the lies, the witchcraft, the so on and so forth, man. The taking the name of our Lord and giving the nation of Israel a false name, a false image. You know what I'm saying? So this devil, he got to go, man. He has to go, and he will go. And it won't be long. But like I say, man, let me get that, let me get to Revelation 12 and 12. Let me let you see this is what's going on right now. It says, therefore rejoice, you heavens, you that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. He know it. The devil know it, man. You don't think he see the symptoms? You don't think he hear this shit, the rhetoric going around, all the shit that's going around about America's this and that and the third? He hear it. He see it. He know it. But like I say, this devil knows he got a short time. His run is pretty much over. But now he's going to try to do something to try to offset shit or fuck everything up. If he can't have it, nobody will. That's the kind of attitude and spirit he's going to have in a few fucking more. He's going in the near future, man. If he can't take it or have it all, and he can't be calling the shots, hey, he ain't listening to nobody. He's gonna start all kind of shit. He's gonna be rebellious. He's not gonna humble himself down to these other nations, man. Esau is gonna come like a wild man, sparing none. Especially the Israelites, man. He's gonna go crazy, man, because he only got one shot, and this is it, man. Because these countries are all coming together. They got their new currency system all in place, and America's lagging behind because she's still lagging behind. She's behind in the game, and pretty soon she's going to have to do something to get everybody on board with her bullshit, and that's going to be through fear tactics, false alarm type of shit, false flag type of shit, and getting the people to jump on board. And then once she crash that dollar and get the dollar out of the way, she's gonna get that new currency, the new currency, the digital currency, where he's gonna be have total control, man. You know what I'm saying? That way, if he wants you to take some kind of jabby jab, he can force that shit on you, man. Oh, you don't take that, he cut you off the fucking system. You fucking deactivate your ass. And then you just stuck in a fucking society with nothing to get. You got to do all kind of shit, loops and hoops to get back in it if they let you in it. You know what I'm saying? So this place is fucking through, man. You know what I'm saying? It's through. And anybody that's want to latch on to this place and want to be part of it, hey, have my guest. You have it. I don't want to have no parts of a place that's going to have your ass chipped up like a fucking animal and telling you and basically making you do all the shit they want you to do so so you can basically kill your fucking self, because he's going to make you take all the fucking jump shots He's going to make you eat the bullshit. You're going to be only allowed to do certain things. You're going to be total fucking cut off, total, no freedom, man. He's going to be watching everything you do, man. So who wants to live in a society like that, man? Come on now. Lift, hey. And that's why, pretty soon these people are going to start rebelling against him coming out. And, his system is not, his new world order is not going to go according to his plans. People are going to come out and they're going to rebel against him, and they're going to, and it's just be like it says in Job, right before he gets to, let me see if I can find that. Yep, this is it. This is did I get the right one? That's a good scripture too. Oh, okay. Here it's 12. I thought it was... All right, why am I not seeing it? It's up here. Oh, damn! I ain't even got it highlighted. No wonder. This is Job 5:12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. That's right, man. So he's not. He says he disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so their hands cannot perform their enterprise. That's right. He ain't gonna be able to, he ain't gonna be able to get through. He's not gonna be able to fulfill his whole new world order. It's not gonna go. It's not gonna go according to his plan, man. And that's gonna be, that's gonna be when the Lord comes and disrupt his whole game and destroy him and put him in captivity, and the nation of Israel will, come too, man. And it says, let me skip down. This is Job 5:19. I'm going to read this, and it says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Ye, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourges of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. That's right. So the Lord is gonna give us a spirit where, he's gonna be protecting us. We're gonna know that. And we're gonna be laughing in the time of trouble, when it's famine, people dying and all this shit like that. We're gonna have a laugh. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna have the Lord, and that's gonna be the Lord putting the spirit on us to laugh. Because the Lord said in Proverbs 1:27, it says, when your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me. Did I go too far? Oh no, I went too far. But he says, but ye have set a knot. I'm like, this is Proverbs 1:25. But ye have set a knot at my counsel, and with none of my reproof, I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. That's right. And that's the spirit we're going to be on. Because when we see all this shit going down, because we hearken unto the Lord, we believe everything the Lord said that he was going to do. We hearken unto that. So when that day comes, we're going to know we're going to be under the umbrella of the Most High. We're going to know the protection he's given us. The Spirit is going to let us, we're going to know that. But this other nation, these people are going to be freaking out because they're not going to know what's happening, man. They don't know the end of this thing. They think this is going to be all. This is it, But we know that the kingdom of heaven and Yahushua is coming, and he's getting ready to deliver the elect, and we hoping and praying that we are part of that number. So we're going to be fighting, Lord willing, we make it to that part of, to the end. And we're gonna, be praying and hoping that we get delivered out of this place. But we also want to see the destruction of America too. We want to witness the reward of the wicked, man. We want to see that as well. So yeah, we're gonna be, we're gonna be scarcely saved, but at the same time, we're gonna be, Lord is gonna give us the spirit where we're gonna be laughing in the day of calamity, man. When it all hell breaking loose out here, man. So we can't wait. We looking forward to it. America's being destroyed. We've been warning. We did what the Lord has commanded us to do. It says, go on the highways and byways and tell them, like it says in this Proverbs, go out in the highways and tell them, and like in Isaiah 50:81, cry aloud, spare not, show my people their transgressions, in the house of Israel their sin. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what starting with the Brothers of Great Millstone, Apostle Tahar Down has been doing. And, and we warning you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are at the end of this thing. This thing is, we might be getting, the elect could be getting delivered out of here this year. The kingdom this could be it, man. So this is a great news, man. We don't have 1,000 years to go. Yeah, how I'm looking at it, I speak as a man, I'm looking at months, man. Maybe a year. But, we only speak as a man, but things are heating up. As you can see over in the Middle East, what they call the Middle East, but it's Western Asian. We'll see what's happening, man. So with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostle, the elders, Great Millstone, Shalom.